Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the AG Gamer. Hope you're having a great day today. I had a request to sort of update my uh, beginner's guide or tips and tricks video by Tommy. So I decided I'd go ahead and do it as a new video for 2019. Some of the stuff will be repeated, most likely, because I still find it relevant. And some people now will probably watch the most current video and obviously not the older video. But let's get on to it. When you start off, you obviously want to try to get the best units as you can. One thing that people overlook is the battle. You can get some decent little rewards, some gems and stuff like that. So if you're just starting off, they can be useful. Plant food, stuff like that. You'll want to get into a active union, one that participates, because that'll help you get more units as well. One thing too is, like I mentioned in the previous video, is the bazaar. You want to make sure units you don't want anymore, you put up in the bazaar, or you can buy units. So like you can go over here and search, like if you're just starting, and you can get you can sort by the rarity. 7. I don't think 8 stars even in here yet. Yeah, because none of those are tradable to my knowledge. But like 7-star, you can search, and you can see all these 7 stars. And now, since they reduced the amount of potions that you can trade for, you can get some decent units for those starting out. So if you get like a real rare unit from the bazaar pack or from a booster pack or whatever, one of the packs, you might want to think about selling it. You can get a bunch of potions and trade it in for multiple 7 stars just to get you off. You obviously want to participate in events as much as you can, because the higher you rank or the higher your union ranks, you get more rewards. One thing to remember is that when you earn platinum medals, you can go and exchange them for units. There's a whole lot of units. If it's got the +2, that means you can evolve them, which is always good. I always recommend that, just because it makes your unit stronger. If you had to pick one to start off with, this is my opinion. Other people will probably tell you something differently. But I believe, let's see if I can find her. My favorite one to start off with, I love Joan of Arc. This particular one is good. This is not the one I'd recommend, though. I mean, I do recommend it, but Oceanus, because it puts up a shield on your units, and that can be extremely helpful, especially when you're starting out. It was for me. This happened to actually be the first platinum I ever got, and it was extremely helpful for me. So that's what I'd recommend. Editing your decks will be based off of what unit you have for events. You can go up to the menu and then edit your deck. You can choose a different one. The auto decks, what they believe to be like your best setup, but it's not always is for the event. That's my experience one there. Like I tried to set up a water deck. I'm still playing around with it. So it's not perfect. But like a water deck is good in like this Rise to the Top when there's a fire boss. Because water is the weakness, so you do more damage. So you'll want to set up decks like that for the events based on whatever the bosses are. So in theory, you want to have a deck with your best water units, best earth units, best fire units. I've never really noticed anything that's weak against null, but null units are a good unit too. See, I never even set up deck 4 and 5. I need to. I just standardly use the auto unless I'm doing a special event. Sorry, I lost thought. It's been a long week for me. So as the events change, you will change what you do. Another thing to do, in case if you don't do it, is if you have, let's see if I have one that I haven't done it to. See, so I don't waste them. See, there's one that I haven't. Okay, see. We'll just go back to the enhanced. And then I will pick this unit. Oh, not units. Go here. This is good to do too if you have that. Well, these you can use to level up the grimoires. But if you have scrolls, scrolls can be helpful to add them on, and they increase the chances for your skills to go off. But you saw before it was 1 of 8. I'll show you again where it is because I didn't point it out. But you can see the A level, your ability level, now it's 8 of 8. So the chances of it going off, your abilities have a higher level now. For materials on units, let's see what I have. Mordred, I probably pronounced that wrong. Horrible at pronouncing things. Is a new unit of mine. So I haven't equipped anything on it yet. I figured I'd go ahead and do that with you guys today. Let's go. I've got 3 open slots on her. So let's see what I can do in my inventory. These numbers here correspond with how many slots they take. So it just depends on what you want to do. With her, currently, I want to increase her attack. So I'm going to use the attack, and now all the slots are filled. But if you were having problems dying, you can throw in one that increases your health. This one here increases the chance of your skill one going up by 2%. Roger's Bond increases units attack by 100, HP by 500, and skill chance by 2, any element. So that's a good one too, but I'm going to save that for another unit. I forgot I had that one. But as you can see here, so like if I wanted to do just one, I can do 1 and 1. But if you went to go here, let me see if and then try to do that. Oh, it actually is letting me. It used not to. Okay, so yeah, you can't equip the same one. So that's something you need to remember. I'm just going to go ahead and get to deselect that and equip that one because I want to add the most attack to her. So I'm trying to work up a fire deck personally, but that's where that is. So, the materials will be based on what you're trying to do. If you're trying to make your unit a heavy hitter, you're trying to make it survive more. Normally, and some of them I'd recommend somewhere of a balance in between. Like I said, that's my personal opinion. Let me think of what else I missed. If you go to inventory, you can go over to Ether, and if you have these gold medals, once you have 8 of them, you can exchange them for platinum medals. That's one thing that I've noticed a lot of newer people miss, and they're trying to figure out how you get platinum medals. Well, 8 gold medals, which you can get from the events or single and union events, you can get them, and then you can exchange 8 of them for 1 platinum. Then once you have 4 platinum units, you can go ahead and get another unit. And then it shows you all your summons. Your summon tickets and stuff like that. If you're trying to just start out, I'll show you. You can go over to the ticket packs over here. And a lot of times you'll get things. If it'll load. Well, now that I'm froze. Well, you'll get tickets, like you'll get reward tickets if you do the battle enough and rank high enough. But you'll get them from everyday event too. And you can use those to get units. And even if you don't want the units yourself, let's say you don't care about 5 stars, but you can still draw the 5 stars. You can still draw them, and then you can go and turn them on and sell them for a couple AP and BP potions. Now, why it might not be a lot of potions, it's still some. It's better than nothing. The growth packs are a nice thing to exchange your Gimel for. You want to make sure you keep enough Gimel. Don't burn yourself out because you'll need it for everything else. But you can get scrolls, potions, grimoires to help level your units. They can be extremely helpful, especially starting out. to level your units, get them fast so you don't have to wait forever to do them. But reward packs, gold packs, silver packs, bronze tend to be pretty useless, silvers too. But if you were starting out and you had gold, you can get some decent units for starting out. Let's see if it'll load. Doesn't really want to load. And like I said, even if you get units you don't want and you use the packs, still worth drawing as a new person because you can exchange them for medals. Even the 4 stars, most of the time, if I sell them, a lot of times I'll just medal them, which I'll show you how to do in just a minute. I'll get 1 potion, 1 AP and 1 BP potion a piece for a 4 star. 5 stars I can get like 2 and 2 or 3 and 2 a lot of times, and then 6 you can get, depending on the 6 star, most of them you just get 20 if they sell. Sometimes you have to post them twice. And 7 stars, the minimum you can sell them for is 50 of one of the 2 potions. But unless you have something that people want, or it's like a +4, I find a lot of times that 7 stars just don't sell. Like I said, unless you have something rare. If you got something really cool for one of the packs, that's a different story. But let's go ahead and I'll go over to this and I'll grab a couple units that I'm not going to want. Take this one. Let's see what I got. And a 6 star. And a 5 star. And then I can show you what they go for. You go over to the view and sell. And if you go over and sell, see the 5 star, you get 6 medals. 6 star, you get 16. 4, you get 2. And 3, you get 1. Then you can go ahead and sell them. It'll give you a warning that you're trying to sell a 3 star or higher. And then now I have them. That's my list of medals, crystals. You could technically sell platinum units, but unless you absolutely do not need the platinum unit, I don't recommend it. Because then they're still good units. Let's go over here to the medals. With medals, you can get AP potions, like 2 medals for 1 potion, 20 medals for 10. You can get grimoires, attack and defense, spirit gems, gold tickets, plant food, and you get armory space. You can get inventory space too, but I already used all that. And then you could even get some units. They can go like these here. I think the ones that are 400, yeah, they're 7 stars. So if you just get a bunch of stuff, you can use it to get some 7 stars. I did that when I first started, and it helped. 7 stars aren't obviously what they were back then, now, but it helps a bit. What else was I going to say? Yeah, Armory, you can use to store units that you want to keep. Just if you think it's cool or whatever. But you're never really going to use. I do it to store some. Some of these, my Armory, I personally got to go through because it's max, and some of these I can just get rid of. Because I stored them a long time ago when I wanted to store, like some of these 6 stars. I'll just end up selling them. But I stored them there at the time because I needed inventory space. Another thing, too, that people tend to ignore is the Nightmare Rift, which is decent for new people because you can get, when it's up, it's only up certain times, but you can get these yellow and silver gems. Can't remember exactly what they call them, but you can use them to exchange for things. Crowns, extra cache space, or even units if you get enough of them. So that's one thing to do. If you go to the quests, another thing to do when you're starting off is the trials. I've already completed all of them, but this you can be used to get some rewards. Like this one, you can get the 6 star. And if you're just starting out, 6 star is better than a 4 star. So it's something more pursuing to get. Because even the weaker ones are, this is a 4, but some of these weaker ones are a 5-star. But, when you just start out, it's better than nothing. And you get some crowns when you complete them. Another thing, which I've included in another video, but it's worth including here. If you go to the purity section, and if you max out these 4 with the sacred stones, on each quest line that you can get another 100 crowns. So that 100 crowns can be used, obviously, to buy packs, or whatever you need to use it for. And then you could unlock these bonus quest areas, and then when you complete the bonus quest, you get crowns and other rewards, such as grimoires, stuff like that. So those are another thing to do. And the maze. I know how rough the maze is. I personally dislike the maze. But the rewards to me, make it worth doing. Just for the fact of, just for the exchange, if you get 800 medals, that might be a little tough for newer players. But once you've gotten some units, or even if you just farm a lot on the weaker ones, you get 800 and then there's a guaranteed platinum unit. Or extra cash space, potions, whatever you decide. Then if you go to your union album, one thing, I've gotten 15 of the 50 units for this once. If I go to completion rewards, see, there's a bunch of crowns. And as I get more and more, I'll get more. So for those 15 units, I just got 170 crowns. So that's a good thing. I think that about covers it all. If I missed anything, let me know. And if it's big enough, I'll include it in another video. Or if you have questions, put it in the comments below, and either I'll answer them or one of my awesome viewers will answer them. A lot of the people here that come and comment around on my videos are really helpful, so don't be afraid to ask questions, because even if I don't know it, I'm sure somebody does. And as a general thing, some of these were obviously my opinions on it, what I would have wanted to know had I just started over today. So this is where I'm going to end this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it was informational for you. And as always, take care.